Alright guys, so this box is fully cured or fully dry. Today is September 5th, 4:29 p.m. This box has been sitting here since Tuesday, and as you can see, there are still no leaks going on. Still full, no issues. This box I'm going to fill right now. That's what this bucket of water is for. So you guys can see our bucket of water. I built this box yesterday around 7 or 8, I think it was. I can't remember what time it was. It's in the video, in the last video. But it's fully dry. There is nothing wet still here. All of this is nice and dry and hard. So that's not going anywhere. Also, something that I forgot to mention in all of my videos of the Ardex product or the Ardex boards, for instance. So the Ardex boards, I always forget to mention this for some reason, but this coating that's out here with this mesh, it's actually Ardex A+9. I know this because I seen them in coverings. I think it was 2008 or 2019. I mean 2018 or 2019. They have a video posted, and they were talking about these boards. And yes, these boards are actually covered in Ardex A+9 and the mesh. Okay, so this has no problem adhering to their boards. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to put you guys down here so I can fill this box with water and hopefully not drop any on the floor like I did last time. And we're going to leave this here probably until Sunday, and in Sunday we're going to tear into all of these boxes, to both of these boxes. Alright, so I brought just enough water. As you guys can see, I brought just enough water to go on the top seam there. So I'm going to leave it like that. That should be about 2 inches of water, give or take. I'm going to leave it just like that. And then we'll tear into this box on Sunday. We're going to tear into both of these boxes on Sunday, actually, because I want to see how that is doing. Because the RedGard, since I had to use so much of it in the corners, I know for a fact that that's not dry. The corners are not dry. And they're not dry because, unfortunately, since the banding is made out of polyethylene, it's a plastic, there is no air that's going in between all of those, all of those fabrics. So the top layer is going to be dry, but nothing on the bottom is going to be dry because it's not getting air. With Ardex, it's a chemical reaction. That's how it dries. Excuse me. Yeah, so it needs no air to dry. It's a chemical reaction between the number 8 product and the number 9 product. So, this, I'm more comfortable using the Ardex A+9 to do this type of work. Not that one, unfortunately. So, I'll bring this video up. I'm going to upload this video. And then on Sunday, we will tear into both of these boxes. All right? Catch you guys on Sunday. All right, guys. So today is Sunday, September 7th, 2:45 p.m. These boxes have been here for a few days now. That box over there with the RedGard has been here since Tuesday. That means it's been here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 5 days with water in it. This one has been in here since Thursday, I think it is. I have to look back on the videos, but I'm pretty sure this one was on Thursday. And as you guys can see, there is no water leaking through any of these boxes. Okay. That stain was there from before. It's not a new stain. You can view previous videos so you can see that that stain was there. I have my bucket here. It's empty. I'm going to throw all this water in that bucket. So there is going to be a corner on each one of these buckets that do get a little wet. Okay. Okay, so I dumped the Ardex 8+9. This is the corner right here that's wet from dumping the water. Okay. And as you can see, these boxes are pretty strong because with all the water, and the only thing holding this together is the Ardex 8+9 and the RedGard, and just the adhesive sealant is the only thing holding these boxes together. Okay, so on this one, this corner is the one that I just removed the water from. Now I'm going to pause you guys real quick because I don't want to make this video longer than it needs to be. So I'm going to pause you guys real quick. I'm going to dry both of these boxes and come right back to you. Alright, here are the boxes. They are pretty dry. So let me just lift you guys up a little bit. There you go. Okay, so here's what I want to see on these boxes. Let's put this Ardex one to the side real quick. And I'm going to start with this one. What I want to see is if water got anywhere inside these bands. That's all I want to see. Okay, so as you can see, it peeled off the coating on the box here, or some of the coating, not all of it. All right. So let's try and get this corner here. This one. Yeah, it seals pretty good, but we do have water right in there. See the bubbles and stuff right there. I'm trying to get right there. We go. See that? So we did get water in between the bands. So let me remove this corner here. And this isn't to show that RedGard is a bad product or anything like that. RedGard is actually a very good product. I use it. I have used it many, many times with success. I'm just showing that basically RedGard isn't what you want to use. And I know I've said in the past that if it does work, I would use it to do this. But Ardex 8+9 has worked flawlessly. Right? It's worked flawlessly. That's one. Number two, it is a recommended manufacturer installation process. So you can use this method right here with the Ardex 8+9 because it is a manufacturer method of installation. Not only that, it's used in swimming pools. It's used in commercial steam showers. So the company does stand behind it. And here we go. And as you can see, the RedGard is still wet in the corners, as I previously said that it would, because there was just too many layers. So I had no, you know, with RedGard, it needs air to dry. So on the surface, it was dried, but in the inside, unfortunately, it was not. So I would use, if I were building this system and I didn't want to go and spend, you know, a lot of money to use the adhesive sealant or the Ardex A+9, I would use RedGard with the regular banding, which is this one, the reinforcement banding. And you should not have any issues. Okay? But as I said, this is all still wet. So let's throw this to the side. So as you know, as you can see, do not use that method to install your regular banding. If you want to use RedGard to seal up the, you know, to make it waterproof, just use the regular reinforcement banding. You know, the reinforcement fabric, and you should be golden. Okay, so now we're going to do this one. And this one, as we already know, it's all dry because you don't need air for this to dry. This stuff dries with a chemical reaction. And as you can see, it is stuck in there. All right? You see how the fleece just comes off of the polyethylene because it's very stuck on it. Okay, so, and there's no water on the edge there, by the way. As you can see, no water penetrated through there. Okay, so I'm removing, yep, same thing. Yeah, so if I were to, I mean, this is how I build my showers, but if I were you guys using this system, I would just use the Ardex A+9. It's a little more cost effective than using the banding, I mean, the adhesive sealant, but that's what I would use. Look at that. Even broke off some of the other banding because it's very, very stuck in there. As you can see, it even started peeling up the board. That's how stuck it is. And all of this is nice and dry. There's no water penetration, as you guys can see. Look at the banding. See, that's the one that ripped up some of the board. Okay, and that is bone dry, as you guys can see. So this would be the best way to do it. Proven right here. And as I stated, it's a manufacturer method of installation with the Ardex A+9. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Catch you guys on the next one.